Outburst right in the middle of a heated town hall in Northeast Portland tonight. People jump out of their seats as a woman comes face to face with those people in the crowd. The meeting was called after controversial text messages came to light between one of the Bureau's lieutenants and the leader of Patriot Prayer.
And tonight, Fox 12 has obtained documents showing that lieutenant was communicating with more people than just Joey Gibson. Fox 12's Brenna Kelly joins us live now with a look at those and the heated meeting. Brenna?
Well, Lieutenant Nia details in a report his communications with not only Joey Gibson, but also people who align with Antifa. Now, according to documents we obtained, Lieutenant Nia reached out to one of those people saying, quote, "I have warned the Patriots if they try and come across the street to Chapman, they will be arrested." It goes on to say, quote, "I am really trying my best to keep police just in between and allow everyone to voice their opinions." Nia also texted, "My only role today is to communicate with as many people as I can to keep it safe." And on May 20th, 2017, Nia explained to people who align with Patriot Prayer, PPB's position is neutral, and they are not to be considered friends with any of them or any other group. Now, tonight, Chief Daniel Outlaw said she wanted this to be a productive listening session with solutions around the growing concern of police bias at protests, but instead the panel heard many outbursts that interrupted the listening session. With tensions running high, hundreds of people packed a church in Northeast Portland. City officials hoping they'd walk away tonight with suggestions on how to strengthen the trust between the police bureau and the people they serve.
It's incumbent upon us to provide a safe space for people to come and be heard, but also know that there's expectations that we all sit down at the table to make sure that we don't have Groundhog Day over and over again.
The meeting began with messages for Mayor Ted Wheeler.
I want you to take accountability and resign.
Others supporting Lieutenant Jeff Nia, the Portland Police Bureau lieutenant who texted with Patriot Prayer leader Joey Gibson.
And that's part of why I'm up here, is to thank the police department for watching out for everybody, for every citizen.
Among the dozens of people who stepped up to the microphone, there were few solutions offered. One woman suggesting body armor be prohibited at protests, a man calling on the police force to disarm their officers and dissolve the bureau altogether, and another woman saying PPB should establish a hate crimes task force, along with comprehensive bias testing of the police force.
So you can identify officers who have ties to white supremacists in the area or who have affiliations or excessive bias against LGBT people or people of different races, against women.
Some of these ideas garnered applause, but it was the outbursts that evoked the loudest commotion.
Thing about you, Tyler. I appreciate it.
Ma'am?
The woman responsible for this outburst left the building, and the meeting continued on course after nearly being called off 2 times after clashes in the crowd. Chief Outlaw closed out saying she learned a lot tonight.
And it's very intentional, the fact that we really wanted to offer the time to you to allow us to sit here and listen.
Chief Outlaw says they don't have any context for those text messages yet. She says she understands the need for expediency in this investigation, but they'll need to go through thousands of text messages before they can come to any conclusion. Live in Northeast Portland, Brenna Kelly, Fox 12 Oregon.
When these text messages first surfaced, Mayor Ted Wheeler called some of them disturbing and said it was the first that he'd heard of them. But Fox 12 is finding out the mayor's office at least was aware that Portland Police and Joey Gibson were in contact well before those messages surfaced publicly. Through a public records request, we've learned that the mayor's senior advisor knew Lieutenant Nia was in contact with Gibson. In text messages from last year, senior advisor Burke Nelson writes to the lieutenant about Patriot Prayer's location during a planned protest.
Did Mayor Wheeler know that he was in direct contact? As police commissioner, did he know?
He knew that PPB was in contact with the likes of Joey Gibson and other demonstrators. He knew that there were communications. He didn't know the content of the text messages.
If you would like to read more about those messages, just head to our website, kptv.com.